Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in this world of ours. My name is Mario Soyaga. I am a technical evangelist with Avangate, and I have with me Adriana Jordan. She's a senior director of product management. And today we're going to talk about the 2015 spring release. It's a release focused on helping you optimize conversions, but not just when it comes down to the customer acquisition stage of the process, also across the entire digital commerce lifecycle. So before we start, I just want to go over some housekeeping rules. All lines have been muted to increase the listening quality for everybody on the line, but this doesn't mean that you cannot interact with us. In fact, we encourage it as much as possible. We have a question box in the webinar that you can use, and please do any inquiries that you might have, any questions, just send them to us, and we'll try to answer them throughout this webinar. Those items that we cannot get to, what we'll do with them is actually park those items, and we'll follow up over email once this webinar is done. We are recording this, so you will be able to access the video at a later date and whenever you want to, and you will receive a feedback form at the end of the session. So please send us your input. We'd love to hear from you as always. And just to wrap up and start right now, the slides that I'm going through right now with this presentation will be shared with you at the end of the webinar. Now I'm going to hand it over to Adriana.
Hello and welcome. I'll start quickly with an announcement. We've changed the name of Sky Commerce Edition to Enterprise Edition, and we've done this to better reflect within our packaging the services and functionality level we have for each of the tiers. On your side, what's important to know at this stage is that it has no impact on your current tier. You've already signed up with Avangate. So, and moving on, we are focusing on the spring release. So as Mario said, for us, it is not just about the top funnel conversion, the acquisition, but every stage that you'll have with the customers during the relationship with you as a company, as a vendor. So it is about renewals, about how you activate them from trial to acquisitions, to repeat customers, how you increase their average order value, to upsells, upgrades, or downgrade, and so on. So one common story that we hear from you is that beyond the customer lifecycle marketing programs that you already have in place, you need to have visibility and the right tools in place to avoid the revenue leakage because of the commerce infrastructure that you have. So this refers to tracking, to the management of the distribution channels, to the continuous store optimization, or how you handle the abundance and the unfinished orders, or the fulfillment and activation pieces, the subscription billing, merchandising tools, and so on. So here is where we believe Avangate can be a partner in helping you at every stage of the journey, because each of the steps matter. So we are focusing on being the partner that can complement your lifecycle marketing programs with commerce data and the tools to easily manage the one-time buyers to active, or the ones that are risk or lost repeat buyers, how you keep them and retain their value. So how we support this with our spring release? What's in the box? In the clockwise fashion. We will start with the presentation of A/B testing. So we've done a lot of improvements to the current tools that we had to support the story, and that our belief that we can help you throughout the customer lifecycle to optimize the relationships you have with the customers. And we'll continue with the CRO services, the conversion rate optimization services, and how we get you to new markets, what are the updates here. And then we'll focus a bit on the revenue recovery tools, and this ties is related to how you decrease the churns. So the passive churn, where you lose subscribers because of their payments failures, because of the transactions fail. And then we'll close with the API advancements that also support the conversion optimization throughout the customer lifecycle to be even more customized the way you would like to. We should go to the demo directly, or?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to start by focusing a little bit on what Avangate has done to really help you convert users at the purchase funnel, right? And to help you drive conversion rates up, to help you make better decisions when it comes to optimizations that impact the conversion rate and impact the average order value.
So I'll also add to this, why do you need the A/B testing? Why this is important? So this is important because you need to validate your assumptions. You need to learn if these assumptions really work, especially in the digital space. Because in reality, we are not sure about anything. So if we think about this, what's the right price point that would work the best? What are the templates that will convert, or what countries will benefit the most to the baseline revenue? So the only way we can find out is to take the traffic that you have and split it and expose visitors to different tests, to such experiments, to figure out what moves the needle. And the needle in this case is the conversion rate and the average order value.
Absolutely. And let me just go over a little bit, go over a few use cases, what we call key scenarios that you want to measure, you might want to measure and test and draw your own conclusions. So for example, when it comes down to optimizing the purchase funnel and increasing that all-important conversion rate, you have to already be aware of the fact that Avangate allows you to use an incredible array of purchase flows. And with the new A/B testing enhancement that we've introduced this spring, you can also start to measure your optimizations more than ever. So for example, you can test a flow that has compact shopping cart fields or a short form, right? And it minimizes the billing information needed from your customers, and it actually speeds up the purchase process, right? And you can compare that versus other flows. You can test how efficient PayPal Express checkout is within Avangate, right? And really see the positive impact on PayPal orders or on customers using PayPal to pay for their orders. You can also go further than this and think about average order value and optimize the way that you display upsells to your customers. At the same time, when you're talking about promotional strategies, you also get to test different promotions, compare them, measure which one has the highest efficiency rate, and maybe even do comparisons of a purchase funnel for which you use no conversions versus one for no discounts versus one for which you use a discount. And actually, what I want to do, I want to jump a little bit in the control panel right now and just show you some of the enhancements that we've introduced. And it's really about providing more information than before. It's really about providing better information, actionable data. So you'll be able to base your decisions, your business decisions, on the data that the A/B testing tool provides. So now you have a new tab, it's active campaigns, right? And what this does, I just want to introduce some new metrics. Right, while you can see the number of visitors that the A/B test involved in the A/B test campaign, you can also just single out only those that actually converted. And by conversions, we mean those users that went through and actually placed an order. And after that, you can go even narrower and filter out only those only those purchases that actually completed successfully. And this is extremely important, and you'll be able to see which type of optimization actually creates more complete orders, right? Higher average order value, more conversions.
So I'll stress the complete orders in the sense that this is also related to, for instance, you want to see the efficiency or the impact of your tasks among the users that are placing with offline payment methods. So even though that is being tracked as a conversion initially because they've reached the thank you page, you also want to know if within the 7 days they went to the bank and actually made the payment. So it's related to your revenue data. It's A/B testing not just with a visitor doing an action or getting to a certain page like thank you page, but also putting his money in and thus becoming a customer altogether. So this is one of the aspects that are different than all the other A/B testing tools that you might use in parallel to optimize your website.
Absolutely. And once again, some of the new metrics introduced, you can see them in the table at the bottom of the screen on the right-hand side. We now tell you how confident we are that a specific variation of an A/B test is the winning variation. As you can see here, as long as you have a sufficiently large sample size, and by that I mean a sufficiently large number of visitors to checkout or to the shopping cart, right, you'll be able to see not only which of the variations that you've created has a higher conversion rate, but also what's the confidence level of that calculated based on the number of visitors and the success rate, the conversion they create, right? So one of them, it's closing it's over 80%, and when this campaign will reach, when the confidence level would reach 95%, the campaign will be able to declare a winner, right? That means that one of the variation, the A/B test will be able to tell you confidently which of the variations you've created, which of the optimizations you've introduced converts best. And based on this information, you'll be able to draw, like I said, business decisions and actually implement those types of optimizations that have a positive impact on your average order value, on your conversion rate, right? You'll be able to run multiple campaigns. What's really easy with Avangate is that it requires no technical knowledge, and you'll be able to implement multiple campaigns as you want. And when as you wrap up more and more of them, you'll be able to come to the finished campaign page and get results of the campaigns that you've already closed. You'll be able to revisit this type of details and actually see the result of your optimizations throughout time. Well, this being said, I want to actually go through the process and show you what it means to actually create an A/B test campaign.
And I think we also need to raise some challenges that we would like to.
Yeah, absolutely, Adriana. I just want to first show them how easy it is to actually create a campaign, right? And then I'll definitely pass the ball to you, as I like to say. So, for example, I want to test a purchase flow, a purchase funnel optimization, and I want to create a new campaign. And what I really want to test is I want to use a compact billing info form, right, a short form versus a longer form, and see which type of form will actually convert better for me. So I'm going to give this campaign a unique name, just to be able to find it really easy afterwards, and revisit the data that has been gathered by Avangate. And what will happen now is that, like I said, I want to create two variations for this campaign. The first one would be the control. So, for example, if I'm using the one-page checkout without a review page, it's a very popular form with purchase flow with some of you. If I use that, I will define the first variation as the control. This is my baseline, right? I will add this variation. I'll say that the traffic for it needs to be 50% actually, right? So 50% of visitors to checkout still access my current form. But what I will do is actually compare it to compact shopping cart fields, right? To a streamlined form that enables your shoppers to enter a lot less information, right? It actually minimizes the need for billing information from your shoppers and speeds up the ordering process. So right now I have the control. Like I said, this is my baseline. This is what I'm currently using in this particular scenario, and I have already defined my variation, okay? All I need to do now is simply start the campaign. It's really that simple. And I have a buy link that I've already generated. I will just copy it and show you what's going to happen inside a shopping cart. And this is what your shoppers are going to see. So half of them, and I will be redirected automatically by the system to one of the scenarios. We'll see the first type of variation. This is the control. As you can see, it features a very long billing information form, and I have to, let's say, I have some suspicions that this might not convert as well as the short form. This will be 50% of visitors will see this flow. The other 50% of visitors will see the short form. And this is, like I said, this is a streamlined form. As you can see, it's extremely easy. Just become extremely easy for them to just enter a name, an email address, and then just their payment information. And I can measure this, and I can look at the data. Once a particular variation reaches 95%, I can say I have a guarantee from Avangate that this is the winning variation, and I'll be able to implement this for all of my users going forward. Right? This is one type of A/B test that you can run now, and what I would like to do is show you another one, this one with promotions. And let's say that in my original purchase funnel, I am not using an actual discount for my users, but now that Easter is upon us, I want to actually see which funnel will convert better, one without a discount or one with a discount. Again, I'll name my promotion just to make it easier to find it afterwards. I will send 50% of the traffic to the control variation, which is a version without the discount, like I said, what I'm currently using, and I will send the other 50% to, let's say, a percentage Easter promotion. Right? I will add this. Once again, there's no need to edit the templates. There's no need to edit to enter JavaScript code and so on and so forth. There's no need for IT knowledge. I just start this campaign, and I already have my link generated. So the first version that I'm visiting in the shopping cart does not feature a discount. This is my control version. The second variation should feature a discount, and this, yeah, like I said, it's a promotion. It's a 50% discount. Shoppers are going to see this, right? So now I'm going to be able to measure exactly which funnel converts better. And like Adriana was saying earlier, some of you are already doing some excellent things with checkout, with purchase funnels, with various optimizations, and this is the challenge that we want to raise to you. We want to invite you to do more, right? We want to invite you, for example, to test the streamlined cart with PayPal Express. We want to invite you to test more promotions. We want to invite you to test upsell display. And I just want to show you. I've opened some examples from some of our very creative partners. And this, for example, is an A/B test campaign. Is an upsell campaign. Right? It doesn't have an A/B test attached to it for the time being, but it could, because with the new A/B test enhancements that we've introduced, now you can see which type of upsell campaign will actually convert better. So, for example, you can compare an inline page versus a pop-up window or an overlay window, such as the case here. You'll be able to measure that and see, well, maybe there's an actual difference. Maybe I can get a few percentages more in terms of conversion rate. Another one that I want to show you is short form. So again, it's a beautiful card, and you can see the billing information. It just requires the minimum possible details from the shopper, right? Just the name, the country, which is automatically filled in through using Avangate geolocation, and their email, then they're just payment information. And absolutely, it's really streamlined. We really get users to that place order button, to and to actually to the final stage of your customer acquisition process. What else you can do, for example, is in combination with short form, you can take a look at comparing various optimizations within the cart. For example, you can display payment methods in a certain way. You can make them more prominent. You can make buttons more visible. You can use a different color scheme. You can use different placements, different messaging. And again, this is possible. It's really easy to test this type of optimizations and actually get some actionable information that you can base your business decisions on. All right. I just want to summarize and emphasize the new metrics that you have available. You have at your disposal. So now you are able to create a control version, which acts as your baseline variation. Avangate will now measure statistical confidence, right? And we will wait until we get a confidence level over 95%. And only after that we'll actually declare a winner. And once again, we are telling you in specific scenarios which variation is providing the top results, and which you should actually start implementing into production. So three things that are three takeaways that I want you to know about A/B test. The entire area has been redesigned just to make it a lot easier to use, just to provide you with more information, and just to help you drive better decisions about checkout customization and customer acquisition customizations, purchase funnel optimizations, right? You are now, it's now easier than ever to do conversion rate experiments, to do average order value experiments, and to cover more purchase funnels, to cover cart designs, to optimize different elements throughout checkout, to measure promotions, to measure upsells, to measure backup media, and download insurance, okay? And you have to think about this as Avangate's investments into helping you optimize the purchase funnel and increase your conversion rate and drive more average order value.
So one other thing that we would add to this is that we consider the A/B testing out of the tool, out of the box tool that we have in the platform as the fastest way to get started with the A/B testing. If you want to see the impact from your website, from the homepage change to the ordering process, then it's also possible to do that within our control panel, within our platform, through using different third-party tools like Optimize or Visual Website Optimizer or any other A/B testing tool. It's easy to add the JavaScript codes on our ordering pages. Is something that you would control on your site as part of the website or your other artifacts that you have in place. Now, we are very much interested in hearing from you. What are your success stories? What are your ideas on A/B testing? What scenarios you want to see more on Avangate side? If either you share that with us, we would be happy to see the tool in action, or if you need support, we are here, and we'd be very glad to give you some hints on what tests you should start with or how to do that. Besides this, we also partnered with a series of companies to offer conversion rate optimization services. So if you need even more support to test your, not just the ordering flow on Avangate side, but to test your assumptions on your website, on the way you do the marketing campaigns and so on, we've partnered with the best from the industry. We already have some case studies we invite you to read on our website. For instance, you can see the story of Telestream with wider funnel, and there you will see also some cool ideas on what you might also test on your site. So a software company doing some experiments described in the case study in detail. So if you're interested in learning more about the services and the partners that we have, do contact your sales account manager or directly Avangate, and I'm sure they'll be happy to give you some more details on it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm here to help, guys, so please reach out to me or to your account manager, or just to Avangate. If you need some help when it comes to best practices, when you need some help with the demos, or just any type of of helping hand, I'll be happy to assist you.
And the reason we've insisted that much on the presentation of the A/B testing tool and the updates we have there is also to challenge you to start within the next month, within the next week if possible, at least one A/B test. Is it with our tool or with a different tool, it is something that you should already have in your day-to-day activities when you're looking at e-commerce optimization. Now moving on, we also are expanding the way we support yourself to go worldwide. So, and here we have an update for the China market, and not just that, we are introducing Union Pay.
Union Pay, this will help you reach more customers than ever across China, first and foremost, but Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, and basically all of APAC. So the Union Pay is supported in over 140 markets by now, and it's the largest card scheme in the world, just by the number of cards that have been issued. Once again, for me, this is about that all-important customer acquisition and optimizing it, driving your costs down, and as you know, just providing shoppers with local payment methods, with their preferred local payment methods. That's one of the best practices of conversion optimization. And this is why we'll, in addition to supporting a number of cards through Alipay, we now also support Union Pay. I just want to underline that there are some really good benefits with Union Pay on top of just opening up additional customers to you. The fact that there's absolutely no chargeback risk with it. The fact that you'll be able to get more revenue out of China and out of APAC. It supports Chinese yuan, supports USD, and so on and so forth. However, there's no support for recurring capabilities because of the way that this payment method works. And in addition to Union Pay, we're also excited to announce that we're expanding support for direct debit. As you might know, we're supporting it for Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Germany, and Austria already. And I don't know if you attended the last release that Avangate did in 2014. Then I was promising that we're moving in the right direction with direct debit. And what's happening now is that we're working to introduce support for the United Kingdom, right? And direct debit, it's quite popular in the United Kingdom in terms of usage. It's somewhere near 10% of the market for alternative payments in the UK. But then again, there are a lot of people that are familiar with this payment methods. I think that almost 70% of households are actually using direct debit actively on a monthly basis.
Here, note that this is also this is not yet released, so this is coming soon. We are in the final stages of releasing this, but we are announcing it if you're interested to know about it. Why it's also very important is because in order to have access to direct debit UK, you would need a local entity and go through an underwriting process that's been taking us months, 6 months, over 6 months. Because of the approvals with the official mandatory tariffs and the processes that are in place for the guarantees and so on, to accept direct debits. So this one will have a big impact on the UK market. We are in the final stages, and will be by end of April. We are targeting to have it live.
That's great news. I mentioned this in the beginning, and I think it's really important that the conversion story, the investments when it comes to optimizing conversions, do not stop at the purchase funnel, do not stop at that initial stage of customer acquisition, and goes beyond that. It's a different world. It's a world where everybody's transitioning to services, or everybody's only doing subscriptions. And it's important that once you acquire a customer, once you've spent a lot of money to actually acquire a customer, it's important to make sure you keep that customer. And this is where Avangate offers a wide range of revenue recovery tools that you can take advantage of. And it also offers some really important reporting enhancements. And just to give you as much insight as possible into the recurring revenue operations that happen in the back end for your account, right?
So we've seen that 1 out of every 6 card transactions are failing for one reason or another. So implementing strategies to reduce or recover the decline authorization is one of the best investments any recurring revenue company can make, obviously. So just as there are many reasons for payments to fail, there are numerous ways also to prevent and recover them. And this is what the revenue recovery toolkit that we have focuses on. So you've already been announced or have seen information about the authorization dashboard that we've launched last year, and also this new service. What we are bringing now with the spring release is a separation of the packaging, as in we now have a basic version of the revenue recovery tools and one that's advanced as an add-on. And the advanced add-on is actually bringing new functionalities and services to recover even more. So we are adding here services like the Dunning management, which is focused especially on the hard declines recovery. We are triggering notifications, real-time notifications when we receive a hard decline. So a message error from the payment processors and the banks where that card cannot, or that transaction cannot be recovered anymore. We are triggering an email to a notification to the end user, inviting them to update their payment information and do so in a streamlined way. And this has proven to be an effective way to recover such hard declines, and we've seen results up to 15% recovery rate out of all the emails that we are sending. So a lot of additional revenue being brought that would have otherwise been lost. We also extend the number of retries, so the multiple retries logic that we already had, from 2 that are included in the basic package to up to 7 retries, which can be set on a custom calendar. So according to the patterns and the data that we have on our side, we are customizing for each of the vendors that are have this add-on activated. We'll customize the schedule in order to optimize the recovery. And then we are also extending the access to the authorization dashboard with new segments, with a new area. It's called Advanced Recovery Tools, and here you'll have additional reporting, but you'll also see the exact amount that's being recovered through the add-on, so the advanced package, and also the fees that are associated with that.
Absolutely. The revenue recovery tools, along with this report, this dashboard, they provide you with an entire arsenal that you can take advantage of to actually drive down your churn rate, right? Customer attrition is really going to hurt your business long term. You have to deploy as many tools as possible. You have to step up your investments when it comes to actually driving that attrition rate down. And there are a lot of measures that you can take. So, for example, you can have an account updater set in place to just update card information and make sure that any recurring charges will automatically be authorized successfully. You already have access to basic retry logic, so there are 2 retries in case a specific recurring charge fails for a subscription. And with the advanced revenue recovery tools add-on, You get access to the proprietary Avangate algorithm around updating expiration dates for cards and retrying charges. Like Adriana emphasized, you get to create your own custom retry logic based on what patterns end up converting, authorizing the best for your customers. And you get information about the latest dunning management tool that we've introduced.
So one note on this advanced suite is that this is available for the enterprise accounts. It's available, the basic packaging of the revenue recovery tools, it's upon request, so it's included, while the advanced recovery package is an add-on that you need to ask for it and discuss more details with our sales team. So available only for the enterprise accounts. And we do invite you to see the power of these tools in order to reduce the churn rate and to maintain and thus convert more the repeat customers, but also increase the value of the revenue generated by this by asking more details of this revenue recovery tools package.
Absolutely, increasing customer lifecycle value, that's critical for businesses that are relying on subscriptions and on services. And speaking of a higher authorization rate and keeping more customers, we've also introduced optimization for on the B2B level for purchase orders. And what happens now is that we've introduced more notifications than ever, and it really provides better visibility for the purchase order flow, and it really tells you what's going on in the back end and what your customers are doing, what you're doing, and it allows you to automate a few actions around purchase orders.
And on a note on this one is that we are bringing a lot of new enhancements to the purchase orders flows. So this is just one that we've released, but during the next weeks we'll add even more. In terms of how the process goes, the SLAs, the customer experience, all these enhancements are now in testing and ready to be rolled out soon.
Right, we're getting ready to wrap up this session today. We're down to our last chapter, and I want to really quickly talk about some API enhancements that we've introduced. You can now start using the Avangate product API. The documentation is live in the help area of the control panel. You can start using it today, and it's really it shows our continued commitment to letting you use APIs to expose as much of the cPanel functionality as possible, and to make it possible for your developers and your custom solution, custom integration to actually be completely separate from the cPanel, right? So what you can do with the new product API is leverage it to ease migrations. For example, if you're switching from a test account, a sandbox account, to a live account, you'll be able to migrate your product catalog easier than ever. You'll be able to synchronize the Avangate product catalog with your own product catalog that resides on your own servers, and have any changes that you do on your own side be immediately reflected into Avangate. And once again, you'll be able to do management of your product catalog, of your subscription plans, pricings, descriptions, subscription plans, I said that, billing cycles, renewal pricing, so on and so forth. You'll be able to do that using the API. We support GSM-RPC and SOAP for the time being. More is coming here. Really excited about what's coming by the end of this year, and we'll definitely have more news to share. Another option that we've introduced, and I just want to mention now that Avangate offers you extensive anti-fraud capabilities, and we have an entire risk department and proprietary technology that is curbing fraud for all of our partners. But for those of you that want Avangate in terms of the actual fulfillment process, in terms of the delivery process, that want Avangate to do all the heavy lifting and just deliver product keys or activation codes or product files on your behalf, but still want to control which customers you want to actually sell to, you'll be able now to confirm deliveries for very specific orders. You'll be able to look at the entire details of the order and just confirm or cancel that order yourself. This has been a request from you guys, so I'm looking forward to hearing what's going on your side. How is this working for you? Any type of feedback you might have, definitely welcomed.
So just to stress on this one, you had so far the 3 available options when setting out the fulfillment within Avangate. We've expanded the first option that where we are doing the delivery of the licenses or the activation of a subscription on your behalf. We are adding the more granular setting, which brings the option for you to validate the delivery prior to us doing so. So this is requires delivery confirmation option. So this, for instance, the examples that we've heard of so far was, for instance, you wanting to offer only to certain customers, returning customers, specific products, new products, thus wanting to have control over who gets what and approve the delivery on Avangate side.
Right.
And this is also to contribute to the way you manage the customer lifecycle, the customer stages, the activation process, and the relationship you have with it, and Avangate being a partner in helping you having this in place.
Absolutely. Get your questions ready. You'll get a chance to ask them in just a minute. This is the last slide of today's session. I just want to talk about Avangate's continued commitment to making sure that your business is in compliance with different regulations across the world. We are, of course, renewing every year our PCI compliance. That's extremely important. I don't know if you missed that, but that's happening. It's an ongoing process. But on top of that, we're getting new certifications, Safe Harbor, right, and ESI and SI as well. And this is really about us making sure that we're working as best as possible and we're compliant with local regulations in this particular case in Europe and in the United States. So guys, this is your chance to ask us some questions. And I think I see one on the line right now. And I think this one is for Adriana. It's really they're asking to clarify a little bit the process of activating the revenue recovery tools add-on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for this question. So we have. As I mentioned, we have some out-of-the-box included services for revenue recovery, like, for instance, the dunning management, the unfinished follow-ups, the account updater, external account updater. We have that already applied to all our customers. It's out of the box. Now, the advanced pack that we are bringing as an add-on, it's bringing furthermore additional services that we also have costs with. So those we've packaged as a special product itself and service itself, and it can be activated if you're an enterprise account, can be activated upon request via our sales team, as in writing at the info@avangate.com or contacting directly your account manager, customer success manager. Now, one other question I see about this is what extra revenue I should expect from the revenue recovery tools add-on. So we've already deployed this to several accounts as a pilot. We've worked with them during the early adopter program, but also have already some clients activating this. And we've seen results ranging from 5 to 10% additional revenue in automatic renewals volumes. So it is important piece of extra revenue that you can bring on. This is just the recovered amounts, but think of the next billing cycle you'll still have with the recovered customer subscriptions that otherwise would have been lost.
So it's basically a continued increase of customer lifecycle value, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right. Another question that I'm seeing right now is Adriana mentioned earlier dunning management for hard declines, and they want some more details around that. I'll try to take this one, and maybe Adriana will like to fill in some additional details. So basically what Avangate is doing is that we've when it comes down to hard declines, there's really not that much you can do. I will say that there are two main things that you can do, and I'll explain it in a second. So a hard decline means that a specific recurring charge was denied by a payment gateway due to a reason. You're not going to be able to charge that card. So, for example, the card was stolen. When that happens, the bank will actually cancel that card completely. So, regardless of the retries, regardless of account of data, regardless of any preemptive actions that you can take to keep that customer is going to churn out, right? So, with hard declines, what you can do is come into the Avangate platform and really set up a special type of notification. This is the first thing that you can do, and Avangate will actually, when it detects a hard decline for a recurring charge, will immediately send out a notification to that customer. Inside that notification, the customer will get a link to their My Account. They'll come in and seamlessly have the option to update, to provide new payment information, and Avangate will automatically charge the new card that they provide to us. Now, like I said, that's one thing that you can do. The second thing that you can do, and the authorization dashboard allows you to do this, is actually you can export all of that information that is included in that report. You get email addresses, you get customer information. You can tackle customers, right? You can create your own email marketing campaign, and you can follow up with those customers afterwards and try to minimize the churn rate on your own side. So thank you for your question. That was a great question. All right, guys. This is it from us today. Thank you so much for attending. By all means, if you have additional questions, make sure to send them over to us. Please use this email address that's available here, and we'll follow up with any inquiries that you might have after this webinar is done. Again, we'll share the video, we'll share the deck with you guys so you can have it and revisit it at your convenience. Thank you so much, Adriana.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Signing off. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.